Hi, my name is Andrea Kemper, and I am an education major at VU, and I am against corporal punishment in schools. 15 states legally permit corporal punishment in schools, while 28 states have banned it. 3 states ban corporal punishment but allow teachers to use, quote unquote, a reasonable degree of force on a child who is creating a disturbance. 4 states have no reference to corporal punishment in their state laws. Corporal punishment in schools is often spanking with either a hand or a paddle, or striking a student across the hand with a ruler or a leather strap. There have been reports of schools using a chemical spray and or a taser. In 2014, 94% of parents with children aged 3 to 4 reported that they have spanked their child within the past year. 76% of men and 65% of women agreed that sometimes a child, quote unquote, needs a good spanking. Children should never be exposed to any kind of corporal punishment, especially not by someone other than their own parents. That's up to the parents and the parents only. That is no one else's decision. I have 6 major cons of corporal punishment. The cons are: corporal punishment is a misuse of abuse. Violence promotes more violence. Students become afraid. The mental harm is real. There are better ways, and corporal punishment is an inappropriate punishment that harms the education of children. Con number 1, a misuse of abuse. Some people who choose to whip or smack children will begin to abuse this power. The teacher may use the punishment simply because they were frustrated with the child. There is no way to tell if the child actually deserved the punishment they received. Also, with the misuse of power, the teacher may be too rough with the child and cause actual injury to the child. This is a risk that I would never take as a parent or a teacher. It would be your fault as a parent if your child got injured by punishment at school by a teacher because you gave that teacher the permission to physically touch your child. I would never be able to handle that as a parent. As a teacher, if I knew that I caused pain to a student or injury, I don't know what I would do. I would feel absolutely terrible. You would lose all trust and safety that you built with that student. There's a very fine line that could very easily get crossed by a teacher. Con number 2, violence promotes more violence. A child that sees that violence is the solution to a situation will start to use violence to solve their own problems. When you physically punish a child for something that they did wrong, that child will start to use violence to solve all of their problems. This would create a huge problem in schools. Schools wouldn't be able to keep the violence out. There would be fights all the time because children would be using violence to solve all of their problems. And con number 3, students become afraid. Schools should always be that one place that students feel safe. With corporal punishment, the safety gets replaced with fear. Students walk around afraid of being physically injured instead of walking around feeling safe. No child should feel unsafe at school. Con number 4, the mental harm is real. Corporal punishment can cause severe mental anguish that can stick with the child for a very long time. It can cause severe problems with authority and an extreme dislike for schools and the education system. A 2016 study found that children who were physically punished were more likely to have problems with aggression and attention. Studies have shown that frequent use of corporal punishment leads to a higher risk for anxiety, depression, substance abuse, stress, and other mental health issues. These children are also more likely to be a bully or abuse a partner. Corporal punishment can also cause anguish for the teacher that is responsible for the punishment. They may not feel comfortable administering such a violent punishment, but have no choice but to do so anyway. Con number 5, there are better ways. There are always better approaches to teaching children than resorting to violence. Violence should always be a last resort. A few of those better ways than physical punishment would be extra schoolwork, parent meetings, time away from certain activities, or walking around at recess instead of playing with other students. These are just a few things that teachers can do instead of physical punishment. Con number 6. Corporal punishment is an inappropriate punishment that harms the education of children. Corporal punishment has been banned in U.S. prisons and military training. Even animals are protected from the same punishment in every state. According to the National Women's Law Center, harsh physical punishments do not improve students' in-school behavior or academic performance. In fact, schools in states where corporal punishment is used perform worse on national academic assessments than schools in states that prohibit corporal punishment. It's very sad that animals have better laws that protect them better than some states with their children in schools. Children should never be exposed to corporal punishment, especially not by anyone other than their own parents. Corporal punishment can cause emotional problems that can follow them their entire life. It can cause anxiety, depression, substance abuse, stress, and other mental health issues. It can also cause a child to become a bully themselves or to cause harm to their own partners. There is nothing good that comes from corporal punishment. I am 100% against corporal punishment.